Hello and welcome to the Synergy Sanctum. This is our series focused on positive life coaching lessons with Squee the Immortal, where we aim to provide everyone with awareness and coaching that is focused on identifying your goals and your values, ensuring that the steps you take on your own adventure are aligned with that return on time that you are seeking, and sharing countless strategies focused on positive mindsets, resilience, and flourishing as a person each and every day. Let's get into today's episode. So there's this novel written by Miguel Ruiz, and it is called The Four Agreements. And the Four Agreements is essentially a code of conduct based on Toltec teachings by which to live your life. So it goes into all of these agreements that you make for yourself and you commit to in order to live your life towards those agreements. But one of the main things he discusses is this idea that as a person, you only have a finite amount of energy each and every day. So as a person, you're waking up and you have like a cup of energy, and that energy is slowly going to get depleted as the day goes on, right? So you're starting each day with this amount of mental, emotional, and physical energy, and then as you go on and you have these experiences throughout the day, it starts to drain, right? Because you're now having to give energy towards these tasks and these things that you have to do or you want to do, right? So in this situation, negative things that don't bring you value or aren't aligned with your strengths or your goals or your purpose are ultimately draining that cup further. And when it's drained fully, that's when you're getting stressed. That's when you're getting overwhelmed. That's when you're getting frustrated and you're lashing out or you're giving up and you're not motivated anymore. All of these negative things keep stacking. And the more you allow these things to come into your mind, the more your energy starts getting drained. And the worst thing about all of this is you now have less energy and less motivation for the things that are going to help others or that are going to positively impact your life. So if we have awareness that I have only so much to give in every single day as a person, and if I do things that aren't filling my cup or aligned with what I want in life or my goals or my character strengths, then what's going to happen is my cup's going to drain sooner rather than later, right? Maybe I don't even make it till lunch because I've chosen to give so much energy to things that are either out of my control or things that aren't positively impacting me or filling my cup. So now I'm in a situation where I'm halfway through my day and I already don't want to go on. I just want to go home and watch a show or like hide in the dark, right? So it's really important to like have awareness of like, well, what can I do to combat this? So if I know I'm going to have to give time to things that I need to do all day, and those aren't necessarily things I want to do or are aligned with like what I want to achieve or my goals and values, then what can I do to combat this as a person? And what I could ultimately do is do things that are positively impacting me. I'm focused on things that I want to do, or I'm shifting how I'm approaching tasks that I don't want to do so that I'm still getting filled, right? Or the drain on my cup isn't as severe as it would be if I wasn't going in with intention to still maintain positivity and focus on something that's within my control, or do things that are filling my cup in the midst of doing things that I need to do. So if I need to go to work, but it fills my cup to watch a certain content creator, then maybe while I'm at work on breaks or whatever, I'm putting a content creator on, right? Or going back to Squee for a second, if Squee saw that going into Captain Sisay's ship was gonna be a potential negative as a cabin boy, he probably wouldn't have did it, right? But instead, he did it and he pursued it and he found ways to cope while there to still positively impact his life. It didn't drain him, right? So it's really, really essential that as a person, you understand what it is that I want to do, what it is that makes me happy, because if I don't understand that, then when I go through life and I go down this path, I'm not going to be doing things that fill my cup. I'm not going to be doing things that bring positive value to my life or positive value to the things that I ultimately want to achieve. And if I allow the negatives or the need to do's to drain this, then it's ultimately going to lead to me being frustrated, to me being my energy is spent. I don't want to do anything, and then my relationships start to suffer. Then the things that I am doing all of this for start to suffer because I can't show up as my best self. So to continue to show up as my best self, I should be cognizant that I only have so much energy each day, and that I should strive to do things that don't completely drain that cup so that I can still have the bulk of that cup left for when I want to do things, or when I'm doing things that fill, my internal motivations or my strengths or my goals or my purpose. And then I'm ultimately living my best life, and I'm flourishing as a person, and I'm showing up as my best self to everybody that is around me and everybody that's impacted by me as well.